to the press screening of the movie Dark October, a movie produced by Linda Ikeji. This is her first movie as a filmmaker and it is directed by Toka Magbaro. Tell me about working on this project, not just with the director, but getting into character. This is a very deep story that requires a lot of emotion. How are you able to put that together and deliver a great performance?
Well, for starters, the script's an amazing script, by the way. It was something that I felt like, it resonated with me a lot because, I'm an artist, I make music. The character is a musician, the character and his cousin are musicians, upcoming musicians. So the struggle and their untimely death, a very sad occurrence. So the script itself how do I explain it? It was interesting and it was challenging, but you just had to do it because a story had to be told.
Tell me, as her sister, before I ask you how proud are you, how do you feel about this?
Because Linda is amazing. She's a thinker. She thinks ahead. I'm so proud. I'm happy that she actually did this because, this thing, Jungle Justice, still happens in 2023. It happened last year. You think that because, we have gotten to a level now in our country, people are more enlightened, people have sense now. But you know that they still do it till now. How do you, do that kind of stuff in 2022? Because it happened in 2022 and you're like, it's crazy. So we need to speak on things like this a lot.
Tell me about your character, just assume.
I'm Tizi's cousin in the movie, yeah. So my character is Chibuzo, and Chibuzo is the character that actually interprets this.
Narrated.
Yeah, and everything, yes. So you guys need to see, you guys need to watch this. Watch out for Dark October. Your mind's going to be blown away, to be honest.
How did you get this role? Did you audition for it, or they just called you up and be like, hey, what's your name first of all?
Chooks Joseph.
Chooks Joseph. To say, Chooks, we have a role for you, just come and play. We think you fit perfectly. We think you fit this character perfectly. So tell me, how did it happen for you?
What do you think? Yes.
I think they called you.
Nah, bro. I just randomly saw an audition notice on Instagram and I almost did not want to go because you know how it is. You see a lot of auditions. But I finally went. I passed through the first stage, passed through the second stage, and I got called. Hey, you've been cast on this film.
2 stages before the
call. It was amazing, and I play a really important character. The story revolves around my character. Yes, so
who's your character?
My character name is Tizi. Yeah, Tizi is the guy that was owed money, that wanted to go get money and had his friends come along with him, and it happened.
Tell me about your character. Who did you play in this drama?
I played Tamuno. I'm not supposed to say this, but he's a friend. He's one of the main characters. He's one of the 4 friends that got lynched. That's all I can say for now.
Okay. I can see he's keeping a tight lip. Don't worry, we will watch the film very soon. So tell me about working with Toka Magbaro. How was that?
It was. At first it was scary because it's my first time, and I haven't done anything acting, anything as such before. But it was amazing, getting to work with so many creatives. The crew, they were amazing. The actors, it was beautiful, man.
So this is your first feature film.
Yeah.
Did you audition for it?
I did.
Tell me, how was it like getting into the character? When you were handed the script, how did you react? And on set, how were you able to push your mind and get into that particular character to play the bad guy?
Well, the truth is, when this event actually happened in real time in 2012, I was traumatized for a bit because I had to move to a new location.
Why? Why were you traumatized?
Because I was scared. I was a young man, and this happened to young men like myself.
Where were you? This happened in Port Harcourt.
Yeah, I was in Kaduna. That's where I'm from, but I went to school in Benin Republic. So it was a new environment. I was like, okay, so what if somebody lies on me and I get lynched? So I was always traumatized by it, but then I moved on from it eventually. But every time I think about it, it still traumatizes me somehow. And then to play the bad guy who caused the death of this young man was something I needed to sink into and just be like, okay, you're not this person in real time, but for the show, just embody this guy and be him.
We're here for the premiere of Dark October, which you edited. And from the look of things, this is a very dark movie, of course, as the title says. And for you to piece this whole drama together, how was it like for you, you know, in the post-production side of things, working day and night to make this film look good?
It was not really an easy ride. The whole process of the post-production was crazy because it was a big project that required a lot of creativity, professionalism, and everything. Right from editing, the color grading, the sound treatment, the sound design.
You did all of that?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I am the editor, I'm the colorist, did the sound design and the sound score, down to the subtitling. It was all a crazy ride.
You and your team, or just you?
I'm a full one-man squad. I do everything with the post-production.
Oh, wow. How long did it take you, though?
This project took 7 months of my life.
Ooh, 7 whole months. That's a lot
I started this project January, and I finished it 7th July.
She is the producer, Linda Ikeji. I'm sure you already know her. Acclaimed blogger. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
When I saw that this film is coming out, I thought to myself, why did Linda decide to make her first project based on a true life event? I was expecting, or maybe some people be expecting drama, comedy, and the likes. Why did you go for this, considering the kind of markets we have in terms of Nollywood here in Nigeria?
I mean, for one thing, I wanted to do something different. I'm a big fan of true life stories. I enjoy drama. I enjoy learning. I love history. And so I noticed that it's not very common in Nollywood. We don't do a lot of historical films or films based on or inspired by true life events. It's not a common thing. And so I thought that's what I want to do because I love it. And then there are lots of stories. You know, coming from where I'm coming from as a blogger, there are so many stories that I've written over the years, thousands of them. And so when I think about, let me write the script for a film, I'll be like, what's the point? There's an incredible thing that happened some 5 years ago. Why don't I make that into a movie?
So you're saying that this is the first of many to come?
This is the first of many of true life events that I plan to put out.